How good is second division football in Africa? Well, thanks to my team getting relegated last season, we're about to find out. Because you see in today's video, we're going to be looking back at some of the luxurious first division experiences we had last season and compare it to what will probably be slightly less glamorous experiences in the second division this year. As my team Cape Town City got relegated last year, and it's tricky to know what to expect. And with relegation comes, well, let's be honest, less cash, some of your best players leaving, potentially a new manager, and we're even playing in a different stadium this season.
Don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry, don't cry.
But before we jump into that, I guess let's jump into the matchday vlog.
So we are officially on our way to our first game of the of the season. Obviously super nervous. Last season did not go as planned, obviously getting relegated. Now to watch a second division game in South Africa. Look, no one wants to be in the second division unless you're a third division club. But I think there are a lot of exciting things to look forward to this season. And realistically, I do think we should be winning the league at the end of the season. If I had to put forward a prediction, I'm going to be optimistic, you know. I'm going to go for a 3-0 win here. As you can see, it's a tiny bit of a rainy day outside, but I don't know what to say. Let's hope we win.
We mustn't forget that it's been raining, so...
You're being serious? It's raining for both teams.
Now arriving at Athlone Stadium, it's not a bad stadium. Stellenbosch plays a lot of their games there. They're currently a top team in South Africa. But when we were in the first division, we played a lot of our top games at the DHL. A stadium that is used to host top rugby games and even some Bafana games. And a huge reason to why we loved it was not just because of the commercial waterfront area around it, but we got to sit in luxury boxes. Often or not, it only costs about 150 Rand a person. But this season with relegation...
So we have arrived at Athlone Stadium. Obviously, if you watched a few of my vlogs last year, you would have known that Cape Town played majority of their home games at DHL. But now that they've been relegated, they will be playing here because in South Africa, teams don't actually own their stadiums, they rent them out. So obviously to rent a slightly smaller stadium, it's a bit more affordable, but we're still looking forward to it, I think.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great. I don't wanna go to work, cause my boss is a jerk, and I'm not even that paid. I need a change in my life, cause I don't feel alive, and there's nothing that makes me happy. Hold my beer for a minute, I'm about to quit my job, cash in for a ticket. I'm going on a trip, and I don't plan to visit. I'm gonna stay there till I feel like I'm winning, and this is just the beginning. I need a big change, help me feel like living. I need a big swing, home runs I'm hitting, and I'll never look back, moving on till I get it all. And we all got dreams, we all want things, but what you gonna...
It's not quite the DHL, but you know what, I think it will do for now. I think it will do.
Now, as I said, Athlone Stadium, it's not a bad stadium. I've seen it absolutely packed out in the first division. You see, something we had to get used to in the second division is not playing against those top oppositions, such as Kaizer Chiefs, Orlando Pirates, Mamelodi Sundowns. They're all gone. Today, for example, we're going to be playing against Venda. Yeah, I don't know either. Fortunately, that just means less people going to watch the games, which means the food vendors, not the other vendors that we mentioned earlier, there will be less of them, probably less in quality. I mean, this one that we had a handwritten note as their menu. And you know what? We didn't even get anything because the food wasn't ready before the game. It's not like the DHL where you had queues and queues of people lining up for food and drinks. But people won't line up for drinks at Athlone Stadium either because they don't sell alcohol.
I don't know what that means.
This is largely down to the fact that it is a very Muslim area, so they obviously don't sell alcohol naturally. But that could also impact how many people go to a game. Saying that though, Cape Town City's first game of the season was free.
That tastes like promotion!
Where you probably could expect to pay around 50 Rand, 2.5 pounds for a ticket last season. Now, we were very surprised that despite the fact that there were free tickets, there was virtually no one in the stands. But it was time to focus on the players.
Our goalkeeper's warming up. We've got young Luca over there with the blonde hair, one of the young exciting players from our academy. And in the background, I don't know if you can see, I've got the slightly darker hair, Mickey, a Dutch player, former Ajax player. It'll be interesting to see who starts today. I'm excited to see. So we have found our seats. As you can see, it's still kind of quiet. The music's very loud at the moment, so I apologize about that. But obviously, we got rid of a lot of top players and important players for us last year. We brought in a few new players, so it'll be interesting to see with this new team whether it's good enough to fight South Africa's second division. It's rated as one of the best, if not the best, second division in Africa. I mean, it's got the highest prize pool for winning it, 5 million Rand. Still not a lot. It's like £250,000. Ronaldo farts that every minute and earns that amount of money.
Maybe someone's don't like me, but because maybe I'm too good.
So it'll be interesting to see.
Now, despite the fact that we lost so many top players, we did keep a lot of our young players. Our average age last season was roughly just over 26 years old, where now, just like Leonardo DiCaprio's Tinder profile, they've bumped it down to just under 24. We've managed to keep some players who have even won the South African Prem before, and some really exciting youngsters. And with such a young squad, I even asked one of South Africa's best young midfielders right now, Gabriel Amato, his thoughts on the importance of the youth on this team. Is the youth going to be able to kind of fight back to the first division?
Yeah, I think the youth it's always been good at Cape Town City, and having come through all the ranks pretty much, I've seen the talent that there is in the youth. And I believe that the youth can play a big role, especially this coming season. Well, the youth has to play a big role this season, but I believe that there's enough talent, there's enough willpower and numbers that we have that can have a positive impact on the first team. And I think a lot of the youngsters are ready to play.
So despite the fact that we lost so many key players to this team, it is still a very decent squad. And in fact, even after this game, we signed CAF Champions League winner Keegan Dolly.
No question about it, I am ready to get hurt again.
Which really shows you that even though we're in the second division of an African league, we can still bring in top names. Unfortunately though, with this team being very inexperienced with working together, and maybe a lack of an atmosphere, this game drew 0-0.
What?
Maybe shows the importance of bringing in the fans, because in South Africa's top division last season, the crowd showed up. Having your supporters back, you can be absolutely everything, because although we didn't fill out the DHL stadium last year, it played a huge role in us beating Kaizer Chiefs and Orlando Pirates last season. And you can see what it means to this fan group. Look, I think we're going to have to adjust to a lot of changes this season. I mean, in South African football, they don't even show the score on Wikipedia until the game's finished, and obviously they don't televise it.
Man, I'm gonna break my monitor, I swear!
But saying that, you have to keep hope no matter who you support. Still got a very young, talented group of individuals, and although it feels like an entirely new team, whether you support a first division or a second division club, whether it be in Europe or in Africa, once again, your true fans are your true fans. And even the owner, John Committees, still shows up for the players, and I'm sure he's going to help save us. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, that'll do for today's video, comparing the first division versus the second division in an African football league. I hope you guys did enjoy this video, maybe something slightly different. I really missed the football match day vlogs, but hopefully I can do some this season as well. If you guys have any ideas you would like me to do this season, let me know in the comment section down below. Of course, do subscribe as it does help the channel out. Guys, this has been Finn, FYNN. Thank you so much for watching.